Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Apparently, Manny Pacquiao confirms that he will be fighting Conor McGregor. And basically he says, and I put on the screen that, well, a statement from his team said that a huge part of the proceeds will go to the Filipinos for the COVID pandemic. So he gonna put the money back into the nation. I've seen him handing out money to a lot of his, Filipino compadres. So let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. I think we all knew this was probably gonna come when he signed with McGregor's management team. A lot of people forgot about that. I think eventually he was going to fight Mikey and then fight McGregor, and he was going to end out his career. Now this year he's supposed to end his career out, but the pandemic, he didn't get to fight this year. So, when him and Mikey couldn't squeeze that fight in this year, then I just guess he's going to close his career out with McGregor. Now I heard he could fight 1 or 2 more times, but I can't see him making this amount of money with Conor McGregor, and then fighting for anything less. But me personally, I can give it 2 fucks less about the fight. All right. I expect Manny Pacquiao, unless he gonna carry McGregor like Mayweather did, I expect Manny Pacquiao to stop him. The only thing that can stop this fight is Floyd Mayweather or the COVID. That's the only thing. If Floyd stopped this fight, I wouldn't be surprised, because Floyd was trying to fight Conor McGregor and Khabib in the same day. So I think if Floyd wanted to stop this fight, he could, because McGregor can make more money fighting Floyd. We know that. But apparently, some people in the Big East are putting up, in the Middle East, excuse me, the Big East. The people in the Middle East is putting up a ton of money so they can fight. So I heard they was putting up a whole bunch of money over there for Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather to do it again. We all know Floyd don't take no real risks in his career. So last risk he took probably was versus Gianardo Hernandez. But, it is what it is. My question is, and I think the question that a lot of boxing fans got, is he going to relinquish his WBA title? Is the WBA going to strip Manny Pacquiao? That is the $1 million question. Will they strip Manny Pacquiao? And I believe they need to strip Manny Pacquiao. All right, strip Manny Pacquiao. Make Ugas fight that dude from the top rank, Buddha Pudov, whatever it is, not Booz Putin, but Budabuov, and they fight for the belt. Or I think they might do Ugas and Keith Thurman for the Super WBA belt, because Keith Thurman supposed to be fighting Ugas next. I heard that probably in January. So they need to go ahead and do that. But like I said before, he fight McGregor. He ain't fighting no Errol. He ain't fighting Terrence. He ain't fighting Keith again. We all know that. So, what's the excuse going to be on the PBC side of the street? Because if Ugas and Thurman get that belt, we already know Thurman and Errol Spence going to fight. Do you think they've been marinating that fight for that fight not to happen? Keith Thurman get beat 10 more times. They still going to try to make that fight happen. And they gonna try to throw an $80 shit. They might try to put a $100 price tag on that fight. I ain't paying for it. I'm intrigued by it, but I ain't paying for it. Because people act like Keith Thurman just got dismantled and pummeled by Manny Pacquiao. I felt that he did enough to get the win. So it don't take. He's starting to break down physically, but hey, if that's what we got to settle for instead of Terrence and Errol, well, so be it. It ain't a horrible cancellation prize. And then they probably go make them fight like 2 or 3 times. They might fight 2 times at the welterweight division, and they might fight another time at the junior middleweight division. I'm telling you, I know how these idiots think. I know how they think. But Mikey got to be punching the air right now. My whole question is, what is Mikey gonna do at the 147 pound limit? Is he gonna go down to 140? And try to capture another belt, probably versus Regis Prograis? So you got to ask yourself about Mikey. What Mikey gonna do? You know, is he gonna go back down? Is he gonna go back down to his natural weight class? That's the question. 30, 40? Is he still gonna try to get a belt at 47? If he is, then why not fight Terrence Crawford if you can't get Manny Pacquiao? You know, y'all say Crawford ain't that good and Pacquiao to beat Crawford. Then how about you fight Terrence Crawford? You know, that got some good money in it. Crawford making $4 million on regular ESPN and Kell Brook making $2 million. Well, Mikey made $7 million versus Steve Vargas. He ain't taking no risk. He ain't fighting no Earl. Earl wouldn't even fight him again for what? But he ain't fighting no Earl, no Thurman for nothing less than $7 million guaranteed. So he need to take his punk ass back down to 140 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Well, nobody want to see you keep trying to get a belt. You know, maybe they put him in there versus Ugas for the regular belt. Ugas didn't look good his last fight, so maybe he can take out Ugas. You know, but I heard Keith Thurman asking for that fight. Alan Keith liked that fight. But if Keith don't take that fight, then, you know, maybe Ugas and Mikey Garcia, if you want to call himself, what, a 5-time world title holder in 5 different weight classes by, you know, trying to get, you know, the regular WBA belt, he ain't no champ in my eyes. That belt don't count. Or maybe they do Ugas and Mikey for the Super WBA belt. You know, Al Heyman love Keith Thurman, but you know, Al love his Mexicans better more than he love his brothers. He'll put Mikey Garcia in position, then he'll try to make Keith and Mikey for the belt. Then I think if Keith win, he'll make the Earl Spence fight. I already know how they think. They already plotting on that belt. Let's see if Bob Arum can get in the way. And Booz Putin never popped hot. If he never popped hot, that belt probably be going to Bob Arum's side of the street. That's the crazy thing about it. You know, whenever they force Manny to drop the belt, Manny should be forced to drop the belt right now. All right, you coming back to compete? He not. He should drop that belt expeditiously. But you know what? If that was Rigon Dial, Gary Russell, somebody like that, man, as soon as they said McGregor, that belt would be gone. You said Conor what? Gone. Been gone. They let you know boxing politics, a lot of it is race driven, bro. And if you got enough money, just like in the free world, if you got enough money, then, you know, then you can kind of be like an honorary white boy. Or in boxing, you could be an honorary white boy or honorary Hispanic. And that's the God honest truth. That's how they treat us in boxing. But as far as that McGregor and Manny fight go, come on, man, I wouldn't spend a dime on that. I don't even know if I would cover that. You know, the sad thing is people really watched and covered that Chavez fight last night. You crazy? I got better things to do on a Friday night. And sleep is on that list. I'd rather sleep than sit and watch that fight. I'd rather go play Warzone or COD or Madden. Madden this year. I'd rather play that. I'd rather train my dogs to do something new than watch that. If you had to subject yourself to watching that your Saturday night that boring, you might as well took $40 and go trick on some pussy. Shit. If you ain't got no game, you might as well went to go trick on some cootie catter. So that's my opinion on it. Man, it's $1,000. I'd rather put a puzzle together. I'd rather do a crossword puzzle on the newspaper I ain't got than watch that. But overall, I don't care. I just want to know, well, like Biggie said, where the loot at? Where the belt going? Y'all gonna strip him? They should be stripping him right now as we speak. As soon as that fight is announced, they should strip him. Watch the WBA try to get sanctioning fees. You gonna see fucking McGregor pop up number 8 in the WBA, and they gonna be fighting at like 154 or 150. Man, like I said before, when these boxers realize, especially the black ones, realize that they hold the power and they stop fighting for these fake titles and somebody create new titles, man, boxing will be in a lot better place. All these titles, man, to appease or to please, excuse me, these different promotional companies and television networks. That's what those titles boil down to. They boil down to, oh man, we can't force this mandatory and make him cross the street because they're not gonna listen. Let's create a franchise belt. Let's create a super belt. It's a joke. It's a joke. Instead of forcing these boys to fight for this belt, or if you ain't gonna fight for it, then you're gonna be out the rankings. These dudes create another belt. So just let me know when they strip Manny Pacquiao. That's what I'm interested in. When they strip him, and we see what we got next, because I'm tired of hearing y'all boy, you know, Errol Spence use excuses. Oh, you know, I gotta get the Pacquiao belt first. Now Pacquiao ain't got no damn belt. They strip his ass. I want to see how creative he get with the excuse. Well, you know, I really never liked burgundy. You know, burgundy ain't never been my color. You know, it ain't never been my color. You know, I like black and gold and green and gold and red and gold. Hey, Earl, red is close to burgundy. Oh, no, it's not the same. You know, burgundy, man, I had some E&J brandy. And that just remind me that night I got drunk, man, and I ended up in the bed, you know, and I was drunk. I ended up with a duck and a cow, you know, and I don't know where they came from. So, you know, I don't like burgundy. That E&J burgundy had me burgundy. But yeah, man, I found that video, y'all. So, you know, I'm going to queue it up. I'm going to send it to Tony Harrison. I'm going to tag him on Twitter or Instagram, wherever I got to do it. I'm going to tag him on that. I ain't trying to steal him tonight. But if you want to hop on after you see how Fred called him fake and let this old lady go in and say how he was all these weak-ass niggas and all that shit, man, that's on him. So he can join me, Kevin Kelly, tonight. If you don't know, me, Lion Killer, Nate Campbell, world champion, former world champion Nate Campbell, former world champion Kevin Kelly, we're going to be calling the fight. It'll start 7 over here. I'm covering the first half of the fight, and then we're going over the Lion Killer podcast, LionKilla podcast. So make sure y'all check out Lion Killer podcast. Go subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. He already put his reminder up, so you can hit the reminder over there, and then notify you when we go live over there. I put mine up a little bit later, so you guys can check it out. So we'll be live over here for the first half for the Derevchenko and Charlo half at 7 p.m. And then around 9 p.m. we'll be over there covering the Jamil Charlo Rosario half. And then after that over there we'll be covering the Adesanya and Kata fight on UFC as well. So make sure y'all follow us around the night. Don't appreciate the love, support. Don't forget you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Also got a Facebook group. If you want to check that out. Want to make a donation, $, Cash App CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. One time for the one time we gone.